Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to All We Do Is Talk podcast. We're going over the awards today of MVP, comeback, all that good stuff. I'm here with Moody and Isaiah. How we doing today, boys?
What's good? How y'all doing today?
Just waiting on football, man. Just waiting on football.
It's almost here.
It's knocking. It's knocking.
So I guess first we'll start with season predictions, and we'll do AFC first.
Yeah, we can rank the AFC.
All right. You want to go first, Moody?
Sure. I'll go ahead and take a swing at it. Obviously, top of the conference, no question about it, because they have the best football player in the world, Pat Mahomes. The Chiefs completely rebuilt their offensive line. Their defense was actually solid last year. They were like 7th in yards given up. Now we know like they were kind of playing casual with teams and things like that. But overall, the Chiefs defense is improved. Chris Jones is a monster on that side of the field. Kansas City is going to be the best team in the AFC next year. At number 2, I will take the Baltimore Ravens. I'll take the Baltimore Ravens to be the number 2 seed. I know they're dealing with some injuries right now, but Baltimore's they're the king of consistency when it comes to their overall team. They're not going to lose to bad teams. I trust them the most in the AFC North, and I think the AFC North is the second best division, is the best division in that conference. So I think the winner of that will be the guy who gets the 2 seed. At 3, I will take the Buffalo Bills. I expect a small amount of regression just because they were just the way they played last year was kind of unsustainable. They're going to have to add something to the run game. Their secondary, Trey White's great, but Poyer's getting older. Mike is getting older. They don't really have somebody lined up across from Trey White to do a great job. I like Matt Milano. I don't love him. Trey Edmonds says he has to really develop in any type of way, and they're relying on young guys on the defensive line. So they're still going to be 11, 12 win team, but the AFC is stacked. So they could easily win 12 games and be a 3 seed. That's how good the AFC is right now. And at 4, rather than get off, I'll take the Tennessee Titans to win the AFC South just because I don't trust anybody else to even be decent, although the Colts might have something to say about that if Carson Wentz can bounce back this year. The first team, then next I'll go with the Cleveland Browns, the 5 seed. They probably have the most complete team in terms of talent in the AFC, but I don't really trust Baker Mayfield, and we have to see their defense show some significant improvement over what they were last year to be able to be one of the upper echelon elite teams. They should have been in the AFC title game last year, and they couldn't even stop Chase Daniels, so we got to see how they bounce back from that. At 6, I'll take Pittsburgh. I think the AFC North is going to put 3 teams in. I know Pittsburgh had a rough end to the season last year, but Ben Roethlisberger did look good in preseason. Their defense is going to go back to being elite, and Mike Tomlin doesn't have losing seasons. So I'll take Pittsburgh to be 6. And at 7, to round it out, I will take the Miami Dolphins to finally sneak their way into the playoffs with Tua Tagovailoa. I think they're going to have one of, if not the best pass defense in the NFL, which is super valuable in today's NFL. I expect Tua to have a much better season this year than he did last year with the weapons around him as well. Hopefully the second year in the scheme also. So yeah, that will be my 1 through 7. Chiefs 1, Ravens 2. What was that? The Buffalo 3, Tennessee 4, Cleveland 5, Pittsburgh 6, and Miami 7.
All right. I mean, I guess we got most of the teams together. But I think the AFC, like you said, I think there's going to be a bunch of 13, 12 win teams. There's an extra game, a bunch of 12, 13 win teams, and it's going to come down to tiebreakers. So at 1, my 1 seed, I've got the Buffalo Bills as 1, winning the AFC East. At 2, I've got the LA Chargers because I believe I did pick them to win the division. At 3, I've got the Cleveland Browns. At 4, what am I missing? Where?
The AFC South, so Tennessee.
Yeah, at 4, I'll take Tennessee, but they could be 3. 3 and 4 could be Cleveland, Tennessee. That'll come down to tiebreaker. I think LA and the Buffalo Bills are on another stratosphere. Also at 5, I've got Kansas City. I think they're in another. I think they're better than Cleveland and Tennessee above them. I just think that they'll lose out in the division due to odd tiebreaker, maybe tie at 12 or 13 wins with the Chargers. At 6, I will take the Indianapolis Colts. Big season expected for Carson Wentz, possible comeback player of the year player. And at 7, I will go with. So I've got 2 from the AFC North, 2 from the AFC West.
So you don't like Pittsburgh, you don't like New England.
So yeah,
maybe
I got
Vegas sneaks in backdoor maybe.
At 7. I'll take the New England Patriots because
Bill. That's amazing. Me taking Bill Belichick.
Wait, do I have 2 in the AFC East, 2 in the AFC North, 2 in the AFC South? I have too many teams, so let me just make sure to check this again. Buffalo at 1. At 2, I'll take the
LAC.
Chargers. At 3, I'll take Cleveland. Tennessee at 4. Kansas City at 5. Baltimore at 6. Indianapolis at 7. I forgot Baltimore. But so that's what I got. All right, Eric, hit us with your AFC predictions.
All right, I'm going Kansas City 1, Buffalo 2, Cleveland 3, Tennessee 4, Baltimore 5. Who am I missing? Oh, no. I'll go Chargers 5, Baltimore 6, and I'll go 7.
Yeah.
I don't think the only difference is I think you both had the Chargers. I left the Chargers out. I just got to see how. I'm always worried about the Chargers injury issues when it comes to they just seem to be snake bit. And as I know, as much as we expect rookie quarterbacks to make this massive jump, the only position in the NFL that doesn't have a massive year 1 to year 2 jump is the quarterback position. Usually NFL teams do a better job of figuring things out. I don't love their offensive coordinator. They hired a defensive coach. So I got to see how Justin Herbert looks at a new scheme. He also, as good as he was when he first came out the gate, he did taper off a little bit significantly at the end of the last season, which is why the Chargers didn't make the playoffs last year.
Or was it because their coach threw away a game against Buffalo?
Possibly, but we got to see what Brandon Staley looks like as head coach as well. So that's something that has to be proven as well. I think Miami with just a little bit better continuity, and it'll be close. I think Chargers. I got Chargers and Dolphins both win 10 games. So because the AFC is just so unbelievably stacked, and it could go either way.
Yeah. So I guess that's it for the AFC. So now we'll move on to the NFC. I'm gonna go on the limb and say that 2 teams in the NFC East are gonna make the playoffs this year. That's my bold prediction for the year. 2 teams. I think the Giants and the Redskins ride their top defenses.
Giants and the who? We can't be saying that. You can't be saying this on our show, bro. You'll get us in trouble.
I think the Giants and the Washington football team are in that Arizona, Minnesota, Green Bay, Chicago class of tiebreaker, random stuff. They're not
one of those names. I hear it too, Eric. One of those names kind of unlike the rest.
I told you in my NFC East, in my NFC North video, I'm not high on Green Bay to have a big season. So the NFC is so weak that I do think that the Giants and the Redskins, the Giants and Washington football team can ride their defenses.
The problem is I can easily see the NFC West just putting in 4 and taking the spots away from everybody.
It's gonna come down to Arizona, really. So in the NFC West, I'm actually gonna go with 2. I'm gonna take the Rams because I think and I'm gonna take the Seattle Seahawks to edge out the 49ers barely. But watch out, Seattle. This could be a turning point year in your franchise.
As we've seen with Russell Wilson, the opposite of Ryan Fitzpatrick. With Russell Wilson on your team, that's 9 wins in the playoffs, guaranteed. That's what Russell Wilson provides for you. The NFC West is the best division in the NFL. I think they're going to put the top 3 teams in. We'll see how San Francisco deals with the quarterback issues. If all teams stay healthy and things like that, all 4 could get in. That's how
it's possibly, but that's so random.
That's so random. It's so hard.
They're going to beat up on each other too.
Yeah, they're going to beat up on each other, and they would have to smoke the rest of the NFC to make that happen. But that's the best division in the NFL.
And the reason I can be confident in my NFC East prediction is because I believe only one team will be getting out of the NFC South. Unfortunately, it's going to be Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so in the NFC North, I've got Green Bay and Minnesota making the playoffs. So I can give one seed. I got Rams 1 seed, Matthew Stafford MVP season. 2 seed, I'll go with Tampa Bay Buccaneers because they've got the most loaded team. 3 seed, I'll go with
the NFC West winner.
The NFC West winner? No, I picked the Rams as the 1 seed.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be the NFC North winner, Minnesota Vikings. At 4 seed, I will go with.
Yeah, I'm still so confused that you even saying that I can't even account for it.
At 4 seed, I will go with the New York Giants. At 5, I'll go with Washington football team or Green Bay Packers. So that'll be my 5-6. At 7, sneaking in, I got Seattle.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll go next. At the top, it's Tampa Bay. That's a Super Bowl team, brought back all 22, and when Tom Brady played, that's the division right there. He's going to get a bye. That's just what they do. At the 2 seed, it's actually pretty tough. I'll go with the surprise, and I'll say the San Francisco 49ers will be the 2 seed. If that defense stays healthy and Kyle Shanahan coaches them up, I think
they're so hurt all the time.
They're so hurt all. Yeah. You said what?
For Trey Sermon.
Yeah.
But Mostert is nice. People sleep on Mostert. Mostert's got 4.3 speed, and they extended his contract as well. So he's a guy who's going to be their primary back. They're going to get Kittle back too, who missed 90% of the season last year.
Stay healthy.
Obviously, they added Trent Williams to go in. Trent Williams is going to come in.
It's not wild to say that. They were in the Super Bowl 2 seasons ago.
They were in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Kyle Shanahan's the best coach in the NFC, in my opinion.
McVay's good too, though.
McVay's good too. I think McVay's a little overrated, but I think
he won with Jared Goff.
I mean, he won because Todd Gurley scored 20-something touchdowns. That's really what happened. But overall, I'll pick San Francisco to be a surprise 2 seed. At the 3, I'll take the Green Bay Packers because they own that division. Aaron Rodgers' last dance. Back-to-back 13-win seasons. They didn't get worse. They're going to be fine. The 4, I'll take the NFC East winner. I picked the Dallas Cowboys, so they'll slide right into that spot.
Yeah, the NFC East winner is going to be 4
no matter what. At 5, I'll take the LA Rams to be the second team in the NFC West. With Matthew Stafford will finally have a chance to show that he can perform on the big stage instead of just wasting away in Detroit. At 6, I'll take the Seattle Seahawks because Russell Wilson is a guaranteed playoff spot more often than not, actually 99% of the time. And at 7,
you see how easy it is to slide an NFC East team in there? Because the NFC South's not that tough. So at least you're going with New Orleans, maybe, but they've got a lot of problems. It's easy to slide another.
It's no, Eric, not at all.
I can see
Actually, I'm gonna go with New Orleans.
It's a toss-up.
It's hard because the NFC isn't good in the bottom half of it.
That's what.
But with the way New Orleans defense is stacked to the roof.
They got Jameis Winston.
But they got Jameis Winston. They just traded for Bradley Roby to come be cornerback for them. He's outstanding. He's one of those. He's a low-end number 1 corner for them. He'll be able to come in and pair him with Lattimore. They got a Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, Malcolm Jenkins. They got a stacked secondary, stacked linebacker group, stacked defensive line. The Saints
offense is going to fall off.
The Saints, we'll see because how much worse can Jameis be than what Breeze was last year? Breeze was pretty rough, and they won games.
Offensive line's good.
The offensive line's great.
Their receivers are. They don't
now
really have
Michael Thomas is out for the first few, which is why I probably wouldn't pick them higher, just because Michael Thomas is going to be on PUP, so he'll be out for the first 6 weeks. They don't really have a whole lot of receiver position, but Alvin Kamara it's going to be a big year for Alvin Kamara. He's going to have to carry all the load. This is going to be the most usage he's ever had in his entire life. So that'll be big for them. But overall, I like Russ off in the Saints in preseason, so I'll give them the 7th seed with 8 wins. So now I'll go with that. We'll go with Bucks, Niners, Packers, Cowboys, Rams, Seahawks, Saints.
And before Eric goes, I'll just repeat mine one more time. So I went Rams, Bucks, Minnesota, New York Giants, Washington football team, Green Bay Packers. Who's that last one? Oh, Seattle Seahawks. All right, Eric, take us away. Let's see what you got.
All right, so I'm going to start top Bucks. I think they're the clear-cut favorite in the NFC. And then I'll go Packers, Rams, Washington, Seattle. What is that, 5?
Yeah. So you need 2 more. That's when it gets really You
don't like any of those teams?
No.
You still got 49ers on the table.
Yeah, I'll probably put 49ers at 7 though.
Okay.
I don't think you can get. Yeah, I'm gonna put them at 7, and
So you got one more spot for that: Arizona, New Orleans, Giants, Cowboys.
How many did he put all the NFC West teams in?
No, he didn't put Arizona in. He put 3. So he's got San Francisco at 7, and he's got Seattle at 5.
So what about LA?
He had him winning the division.
Okay.
I had them at 3. I went Bucks, Green Bay, Rams, Washington, Seattle.
And you're saying 49ers at 7. So yeah, you're stuck with that New Orleans, Chicago, Dallas, New York. The best of the you can see any of those teams making the playoffs because there's 7 spots.
Whoever's healthy and has and the schedule hits right, they'll get it in.
Screw it. I'm going 49ers 6, Carolina Panthers 7, baby.
Hey, we were all consistent with using our fandom to overrate our teams because none of our teams are actually really that good. So
it is what it is. It's our show. That's why it's our show.
AP. Oh, I'm just saying stuff now, but
all right. So anything else? Award predictions. So I got a ranking. I've got a tier ranking for MVP, but I think
let's pick the winners. Let's just pick the winners.
Matthew Stafford, MVP. I'll pick the easy pick though. Josh Allen. This could be his year too to make that final leap. But Matthew Stafford, I got him saving his career and winning an MVP, making him an automatic Hall of Famer. MVP.
MVP. That's tough because they can always just hand to Rodgers or Brady whenever they feel like it. Or Mahomes. Mahomes is another great option as well. If I had to make a pick right now, I'll go with Aaron Rodgers to win it again in his last dance. I think he'll go. They're going to win a lot of games. I think he'll be motivated to show that he's still excellent after Green Bay decides to go try to draft his replacement, and he'll be getting ready for the next team. So we'll go with Aaron Rodgers to win the MVP again, back to back.
He might be a year early. He might win it on the next new team, but okay. Eric, MVP?
I'm going to go with a safe pick. I think I have the Bucks as the number 1. The story of him being –
you can always hand him an MVP. You can always do it.
He only has 3.
Oh my God. And you can always just hand him another one.
My dark horse for you gamblers out there, I think Justin Herbert could really do it, bro.
Yeah, that's the dark horse. That's the dark horse.
Yeah, Justin Herbert and Josh Allen, yeah. But I think it'll be easier to win it in the NFC because the NFC is so weak. That's the bad thing about playing in the AFC is that there are going to be some tough games every weekend, week out. While the Rams might be able to beat up on other teams, or I
think Justin Herbert will have to put up numbers against Patrick Mahomes in those 2 divisional games. I think those games are must put up and at least don't get swept. I think if he splits or hell even goes 2-0, that just helps his MVP case.
Yeah, I do. I agree. And Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, and Matthew Stafford, Ryan Tannehill. Those are the 4 guys that I think for sure will be one of those 4 guys. But Tom Brady, I mean, that's a cop out. Aaron Rodgers, that's a cop out. I don't think those guys are going to. It's hard to continue to win. Only Peyton Manning shows up and wins MVPs all the time. So it's going to be hard to see them become both of those guys be going for their 4th. So that's tough. But solid picks all around. Coach of the year.
Coach of the year, Kyle Shanahan.
I will go with Joe Judge.
Okay. I'll go with Andy Reid.
Andy Reid.
I mean, that's going on over there.
They usually don't give it to the good to go coaches over in the game, but I don't know what Andy Reid can do to win a Coach of the Year because they've been amazing the whole time there. But way to go out on a limb right there with that one. Sure. Defensive Player of the Year.
Myles Garrett.
Chase Young.
Eric, you go first.
Yeah, Chase Young.
Chase Young.
And like the MVP, they can always just hand another one to Aaron Donald.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with a DB.
I mean, Xavier Howard had 10 picks and couldn't win it.
It's
tough for a DB to win it.
I'm gonna pick. Damn, Defensive Player of the Year. That's so tough. But
Take the cop out.
I'm gonna pick Jalen Ramsey.
Mm.
I'm gonna pick Jalen Ramsey.
Hey, you're high on the Rams, so that makes sense.
I'm gonna pick Jalen Ramsey.
You have the Rams getting MVP and Defensive Player of the Year.
They won Offensive Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year the year Todd Gurley and Aaron Donald did it. So they just did it a few years ago. So that leads us to our next position. Next award, Offensive Player of the Year.
Trying to look through the thing now, see who's got the best chance of having some crazy year on offense.
I think this one's easy. I think I got Josh Allen. Josh Allen, Offensive Player of the Year.
I mean, I feel like they like to give Offensive Player of the Year to a non-quarterback.
Unless
that's what I'm saying. I do actually agree with that statement, Eric.
Sometimes they hand it to the quarterback who gets robbed of the MVP. So sometimes they give it to the MVP. So I'm gonna hedge my MVP bet and pick Josh Allen for Offensive Player of the Year. I think he'll have the passing touchdowns and the rushing touchdowns to boost his credentials.
I'll take Justin Herbert to win OPOY.
To hedge your bet on your MVP.
I'll take Justin Herbert to win OPOY.
It's going to be Homer, but I'm going to pick Christian McCaffrey. I think he's going to have another.
That's not. I mean, Eric, he's going to get all the usage in the world. It's not a bad pick.
I don't know if he'll get that anymore. Like now that he got some weapons around him now.
I mean,
he's going to catch
1,000. Like
he's going to catch and run. I don't know if he's going to do 1,000 again. Like that's hard to do, and that'll be interesting if he does that. That'll be to do it twice. That he'll get it definitely if he does that. Offensive Player of the Year is going to who went to last year. Did Josh Allen win it last year?
Oh, Derrick Henry won
it. Yeah. So last 3 years have been non-quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. Derrick Henry, Michael Thomas, Christian McCaffrey. Mm-hmm. So next is Comeback Player of the Year, which
come on, number 4. We know that. We already know he doesn't even have to have a great season.
And I can't help but also point that way and say Saquon Barkley.
I mean,
Joe Burrow,
I mean, I could go Christian McCaffrey here too, but I'll
You could. I don't see how you can't now. Except you picked him for something already, so that might be
real. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll have to go with Dak. I mean, I think the quarterback will get it over the running back.
I think it's a 4-horse race, really. Dak, Saquon, Joe Burrow, Nick Bosa.
I think Joe Burrow is the sneaky pick.
Yeah. Is there anything else?
Rookie awards.
Oh yeah, Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Justin Fields. Even if he don't have to start right away to win it either. I think once he gets on the field, Chicago's going to take off, and he'll be the clear guy.
I mean, so I don't even have to. I'm going to take my guy too. I'm Trey Lance, Jimmy G. He'll be hurt by October, and Trey Lance will be playing with Jimmy G. So he'll be able to accumulate stats even before he becomes a starter. But they might do that with Justin Fields too.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with. I don't want to do Trevor Lawrence.
ETN would have been the pick if he didn't get hurt, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Or Najee Harris. Najee Harris?
Yeah.
Pittsburgh decided to go with the running back to fix their run game and not the offensive line. We'll see how that goes, but he's going to get a ton of.
He could get the Saquon Barkley Offensive Rookie of the Year, where I just touched the ball a shit ton of times on a bad team.
Mm-hmm.
So Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Got to take my boy Micah. Mike, he's the betting favorite right now. He plays linebacker, which is a great position to get the award because he can accumulate the most stats in all the categories. He looks like so far a guy to preseason who could touch all the categories as well.
Azeez Ojulari, 7+ sacks this year.
I'm gonna go Patrick Surtain.
That would have been my second person. So.
I wish the Panthers took him. God damn it.
Anybody else that could have got? We all picked. Anybody else who could have got Defensive Rookie of the Year?
J.C. Horn.
J.C. Horn. He's gonna be playing corner.
Like J.C. Horn a lot. I'm not gonna sleep on Jalen Phillips in Miami if he stays healthy.
Gregory Rousseau.
One of my favorite guys in the draft, JOK from Cleveland. JOK. I
gotta see where they're playing. That's my thing.
If Cleveland can use him the right way, and you never know with guys who are more move pieces than they are stationary positional pieces. But JOK is another one of those guys who can be. I got 100 tackles. I got 2 sacks. I got 3 picks. I got 10 pass breakups.
But I agree with our top 3. I think it'll be one of the players from our top 3 because Michael Parsons is going to be doing a lot of things: tackles, sacks, maybe interceptions. I think Azeez could get lots of sacks. And I think Patrick Surtain could lead the rookies in interceptions. So I think it'll be one of those 3 guys, no matter what, probably. And then lastly, we got to pick
Super Bowl
Yeah,
predictions.
you gotta give Super Bowl predictions.
Let's get Super Bowl matchup and winner.
All right. You already know what my matchup is. I already put the bet in. $4 bet to win me $500. LAC versus LAR in LA. They're gonna make football big in LA again. Watch out for it.
All right, this is kind of a cop out, but I really don't see this getting in another scenario. We're getting a rematch. We're getting cheap because as long as Patrick Mahomes is playing, Patrick Mahomes gonna be in the Super Bowl. Like that's just the way it's gonna be for him. He's gonna be Brady-like, where I'm playing in the Super Bowl at least every 3 years. And on the other side, the guy who plays in the Super Bowl at least every 3 years, Tom Brady. They in a weak NFC. They have the most loaded roster by far. They have the best chance to go back to back since Tom Brady went back to back.
All right, Eric.
Now I'm gonna have a caveat. I hope Green Bay doesn't play Tampa Bay in the playoffs. I'm gonna go Green Bay and Kansas City, with Kansas City coming out on top. I think they're gonna be on a revenge tour because
people talk about the Bucs going 20-0. The Chiefs got a better shot, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they have like a sick taste in their mouth going, if we had an offensive line, we're at least in that game more. So they're going to come out hungry, and yeah, Kansas City, Green Bay.
I'll take the Chiefs to win the rematch too.
I'm going to take
LA.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Sean McVay, but I'm going to take
Herbert's going to get a Super Bowl MVP.
And I'm going to crown Justin Herbert. He's got next.
He becomes the best QB in the league if he does that.
I'm sorry, Matthew Stafford. Sorry, Sean McVay. You got to lose 2 Super Bowls and to your defensive coordinator too.
You the guy who told me that the guy who loses, if you lose your first Super Bowl, you don't get back.
And he got rid of his quarterback. So now they got to get rid of the coach. So the coach now. But they'll probably just get another quarterback. But I'm gonna take the LA Chargers. I love what they did in free agency. I love what they did in the draft. Justin Herbert is one of those Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes guys that I was like, this guy's going to be one of the next great quarterbacks in the NFL. I think he breaks out this year. Moody's got it for Offensive Player of the Year. Sucks for Josh Allen that he might have to wait, and nobody even thought about the Bills, but I just don't think their defense is complete enough.
Yeah. And I don't trust Josh Allen enough in big games to be able to go to the Super Bowl. What's cap about it? Usually they got blown out by Kansas City in the biggest game
ever. Championship game.
Yeah. After they won a monsoon rainstorm against Baltimore, congratulations.
But yeah,
in which his defense outscored the Ravens' offense by themselves.
But yeah, Chargers. I mean, it's hard. Stay healthy. Just stay healthy.
But that's the Chargers. They just don't do that.
Yeah. Anything else? Any breakout player, breakout team? Every year.
All right. The easy breakout for me would be Sedarian Lamb. Everyone's about to crown him as a top 5 receiver after this year. I hope he reaches that. Breakout team. Let me go take a look here at who I like and who I don't like. Breakout team. Man, this is tough. I don't like a lot of these teams.
Breakout player, Eric. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it in the division. And Mooney picked CeeDee Lamb, so there's no reason for me to pick him, even though I was high on CeeDee Lamb. I'm gonna pick another receiver in the NFC East. I'm gonna pick Scary Terry McLaurin, but watch out, Daniel Jones. If that offensive line gets together, he can break out too.
I'm gonna go with Brandon Ayuk with the 49ers.
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh, that's nice.
I like that.
Although we got to see how much touches he gets because they're gonna run the ball 50% of the time, but he might get some of those carries. Yeah.
Him and Debo, that's nice. They got 2 interchangeable guys who are good outside slot, do it all receivers. Breakout team. Chargers.
Yeah, you crowned the Chargers.
So I got the Chargers.
I'm trying to
will go
make the playoffs that I have making the playoffs this year.
I keep going back to this team. I know I hyped them up, and breakout is quotes because they still won't be good.
You got to make the playoffs if you break out.
Oh damn!
What's the point of breaking out?
You could be because they were 1-15. Jacksonville will be my breakout team because Trevor Lawrence don't lose in the regular season. But if it's got to be a playoff team, of the teams I picked to go to the playoffs, I don't like any of these options, honestly.
You never see it coming. That's the problem.
I know. Cleveland broke out, so you can't really count them.
I was thinking.
Eric's gonna pick him because he was high on them yesterday. So Eric, you can go ahead and pick them. They haven't broken out. They won in one playoff game. They could.
Cleveland. I guess my I'll have them be going to the AFC Championship to face Kansas City, and have a matchup of last year's great playoff game.
Or a matchup of the great college game, Baker versus Mahomes. We get it in the NFL, the biggest game, and they could possibly play. That'd be wow, coming full circle. You still struggling over there to pick a breakout team?
Yeah, I don't like any of these options, but there's a team who I think has the talent overall. They just need better quarterback play. I'll go with Denver. I'll go with the Denver Broncos to be a playoff team. I think they have a top 10 defense that's potentially be top 5. I like Vic Fangio's ability to coach them up. If Teddy Bridgewater could just be solid, they could be like the 15 Vikings, a 10, 11 win team, make the playoffs.
They'll need Drew Lock to come back and save them.
It's just like maybe we'll see. But I think I like all of their talent except for the quarterback position. So we'll call them a breakout team. We'll call it Denver.
All right. Anything else? Anything else for any other predictions we didn't?
I think we can wrap it up here. Let's go ahead. We got the week 1 preview coming up. We can give the rest of our thoughts there throughout the season. But Eric, go ahead, take us home.
All right, great show today, boys. Everyone like, subscribe to the YouTube, to Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. You'll find it in the bios of all those social medias. Interact with us. Let us know if our hot takes are for real or if you counter them. Let us know your side. And,
cap or no cap. That's what the kids are calling it.
All right, boys. I'll see y'all.
All right, man.